Alright, it's nice to have you back here in this new video. Today is a launch day for Insta360 on releasing their brand new GO3S. It's definitely a major upgrade from its predecessor GO3, which has been released about a year ago. The video and audio you've been enjoying at this moment are being captured with the brand new Insta360 GO3S. I've been playing around with the camera for quite a few weeks. Coming next in this video, I would cover some major upgrades, no matter in hardware, in software, or in AI. Because the optics has been upgraded, the processor has been upgraded, the image sensor has been upgraded, the AI has been upgraded. There's a lot of features that have been immigrated from Ace Pro and X4. I mean, Insta360 engineers have packed more features that make Insta360 GO3S a lot more juicy and futuristic. So, coming next in this video, let's dive deep into this upgrade and show you how to adapt this camera to your everyday life. And also share with you some real-world sample, including this footage of me recording at this moment. The audio, the video you'll be enjoying all being captured with the brand new GO3S. And by the end of this video, I will also share with you some future feature requests for the engineering team and some key parts that still need to be further optimized in the future that will make the GO3S even better. So want to know more about it? Follow me, let's get started. I will divide this video into several parts. I will first start with a basic unboxing and a fast walkthrough on the interface. Because by this background information, because once you get familiar with this background knowledge, you get to know a lot on the GO3S. It looks pretty similar as its predecessor, but it's been completely redesigned from inside out. First, let's briefly unbox the Insta360 GO3S. This camera is still being marketed as the tiny, mighty action cam. As you might have noticed from the front page, GO3S is capable to capture 4K resolution with flow state stabilization finally. It is still in such little form factor that this is a palm size, action pod, camera module, the 2.2-inch flip screen, and it starts with 128 GB. It's designed to be a lightweight portable camera. It can capture 4K video a lot more crisp and sharper compared to its predecessor. And you can use a lot of stuff, accessories that can easily mount this camera to anywhere with magnets. And it's designed to be waterproof down to 10 meters. With the latest app, you are able to perform AI-powered editing. And the action pod could be captured as a remote controller and live preview at the same time. So it is completely redesigned from inside out. This is the first time that the GO3S literally installs the camera module and action pod together. And they peel this up. The pivot stand, the ball head itself looks pretty similar to its predecessor, but the base, the mounting base, has been designed to be removable. And the protection cover, the integrated design. And you can peel this up a front or corner mount thread with anti-twist rubber. You can now rotate vertically, horizontally, because in the latest design for the GO3S, you can change the ratio to 16:9 or 9:16. It's by placing the camera in different orientation. It is a user-friendly design, and it indicates that inside the magnet pendants, there's two pairs of magnets vertically, arranged vertically and horizontally. Because you can easily get your feedback when you rotate the camera on the magnet pendants. This is another major upgrade for this accessory, and designed to be a silicone rubber that be more skin friendly when wearing this magnet pendants in summer. The easy clip has also been redesigned because it's designed to be a heat sink inside its base, and it fits nicely on the GO3S as well as the GO3. Take a look. I do have a GO3 in black edition on the side of my camera. They did not be cross-compatible. Actually, they looks quite similar. Yeah, this is a GO3 in black edition, and this one is a GO3 in Arctic white. They're designed to be pretty the same
dimensions and the heat dissipation design. Yes. And the action part, the magnets, designed to be cross-compatible, but at this moment, this rectangular shape, this one, is not just a magnet, but also to be doubled as a heat sink. So with the heat dissipation material design inside the easy clip, now the easy clip is better compared to its predecessor. And the design of magnetic quick release system, so all this mechanical feature is pretty identical compared to the with its predecessor GO3. And the quick release system on the back, power button, quick button, a lanyard, shutter button, and the frame has been designed to be a silicone rubber. It adds more friction. It's more comfortable holding your hand compared to the GO3. They add more texture on the lens guard, so it's now easier to remove the lens guard, and you can literally notice that it's easier to remove the lens guard, and the lens is optically larger compared to its predecessor, which indicates that the GO3S might have been packed with a large sensor compared with the GO3. The lens itself is inevitably larger compared to the GO3. That there's at least a half-inch image sensor inside GO3, with at least 48 megapixel sensors. With a lot of pixels to play around, the 4K resolution is technically possible. So it feels more comfortable compared to the black edition of the GO3, and it feels more comfortable than the white edition as well. The silicone rubber design on the side, the texture looks pretty awesome. The power speed is a lot faster compared to its predecessor. I believe that inside this camera, it's built with a much more powerful chipset. I don't know if that was the 5nm chipset, but it is more responsive and fast. That you can select the tilt fix is a new feature. It looks like with less crop, it still maintain the horizon leveling. It works just like that 1-inch module on the 1RS module system. And it's designed to be suitable for scenarios that require a wired FOV, but still want to maintain a horizon lock. And there's a built inside a horizon line with a green line in the middle. This is a great orientation. So it feels more responsive. Jitter blur reduction feature works pretty identical like the X4. I believe that the Insta360 team had immigrated some of the feature on the X4 down to the latest GO3S. The mega view for wide shooting with less distortion, and I believe it is a great field of view for vlogging as well, because it's gonna make you look thinner. With the digital crop, you still get 4K resolution. That is why I believe the inside this GO3, it might probably has packed a 48 megapixel half-inch image sensor that digitally crop by digital crop, you still get plenty of pixel. That is more than 4K, so 4K is still possible. It works just like on the Ace Pro, because you can digital crop without losing that much imaging quality. I'm gonna show you some sample footage. Well, from the spec sheet for the video, now you get up to 4K 30 FPS. Finally, yes. Boom. Got stabilization, you get standard or high or max. Because therefore you are different scenario. For me, I normally use stabilization level as standard because it will give me less light preview delay and less cropping as well. The ratio, the duration, you get this option. The duration you get up to 2 hours duration. So the heat dissipation has been a lot better. It has been more robust. The ratio you get at the moment only 16:9 in 4K, but for 2.7K, and for 2.7K you get up to 50 FPS. 4K 30, 2.7K 60, 120 50. Yes, I normally use 4K 30 FPS. And for the FreeFrame, it is an immigrated feature from the Ace Pro because you're going to do full sensor readout. In looks like it's a 4:3 ratio. And still capable to capture 4K 30 that you can stabilize and even reframe a little bit in post-production in your app or studio. So this is an immigrant feature from the Ace Pro and Ace, the action camera. And you can turn on the grid display as well. You still get horizon indication line in the middle. And the maximum spec you get is a 4K 30 and 2.7K 60 as well. This is another great feature. And for that, to capture with FreeFrame, you get a widest field of view ever, and you can digitally correct in post-production in your app or studio. In post-production, I can export at ProRes. I use FreeFrame video. The time-lapse, you get a lot of functions as well, different ratio, different interval, as fast as half second. Yes, and for TimeShift, also you get capture 4K 30 FPS. That everything has been generated straight inside the camera. Slow motion, well, it has been a lot faster because it's a lot stronger compared to GO3. 100 frames per second, that's 4 times slow motion. Well, lower down the resolution to 1080p. Well, you get a maximum 200 frame rate. That you get 8 times slow motion effect with such little form factor. And you can also change the different view, the mega or ultra or dewarp. So the processor inside the camera has been improved and still maintain a great heat dissipation overall design. And with JPEG Plus, we're going to show you later on a secret feature that you can export the PureShot video on the basis of each DNG file with a latest update for the studio. And you can also perform 1x or 2x digital crop, but still maintain raw DNG capture capability. Next time, you can capture up to 4:3 ratio in-camera PureShot. So in-camera PureShot is still possible for this camera. So I believe that this camera has the same sensor or the same SoC compared to that of the Ace Pro and Ace. Now with the latest feature, the tab, you can see the remaining battery life in numbers or analog icon on the top and the remaining capacity as well. And yes, take a look. The grid line, this one, a level indicator, I always turn it on because I just cannot live without it. And yes, take a look. The audio, you get different options, the wind noise reduction, the stereo, or the famous directional focus. It works ideally great for vlogging. Also, you can use long press to cancel shooting. This gives you a pretty identical experience with other Insta360 cameras. Yes, and you can customize the buttons with a single press or double press. The Wi-Fi settings I normally turn on because I want to save the battery life. And maybe I use cable transfer to transfer the data from the camera to my phone or my computer. Now you can use Type-C port as a webcam, and the webcam support digital zoom. For the best quality, the video bitrate set to high and anti-flicker set to auto. For the iPhone, the Apple users, you can use your Apple Find My app to locate your GO3. I'm now riding my scooter outside to capture some content for your personal evaluation and to get plenty of light. It's windy, not just about riding a scooter. The weather today is windy. Now I'm riding through a tunnel. I also have turned on the tube lock that to maintain the horizon line straight with a minimum crop on the FOV. So this is a great option. It is a great compromise in between horizon lock and flow state stabilization. Audio you're hearing at this moment also being captured by the GO3 with wind noise reduction. I normally now put on the Insta360 GO3 as my surveillance camera when riding a scooter because with a flip screen, yes, it is very friendly to capture whatever you want, not just click with the magnet pendant. You know, with a 4K 30 and a mag view, that is the ideal camera in 4K. It is such little form factor to capture everyday content. So it is not just a tiny mighty action camera, it's designed to be your next everyday camera. It's me riding a scooter to capture content for you guys. Flip the screen, use the GO3S camera module to capture my face with face priority exposure. I'm riding at around 25 kilometers per hour. There's a lot of vibration and it's also windy as well. So you might have literally noticed the performance, the overall, the quality, the video quality, the audio quality, the stabilization effect. I wonder if you are satisfied with the flow state stabilization, because the content of this footage, this content all being captured and saved straight out from my camera. How does the audio sound like? And how about the video quality? Please leave it down in the comments and let me know. And next up, I'm gonna flip the screen, flip the camera, and capture a time-lapse video in 4K. That to show you the long-term shooting capability about this camera as well. The weather is really nice, and I'm very happy to capture this content for you guys. And I am so excited the first time when I have the Insta360 GO3S.
Here's the result being captured with the TimeShift shooting in 4K 30 FPS in MegaView. Generally TimeShift video by Insta360 cameras, especially the GO3S, is a lot of fun. It's fast, simple, and workflow is just stunning. Importing in the studio software or app, you can add motion blur. You don't have to wear ND filter anymore because you can create an equivalent motion blur effect that make your footage not just super stable but cinematic at the same time. So let me show you around this result, and I am so happy about this. I have just captured time-lapse video for over 15 minutes in 4K 30 FPS. 4K resolution with this simple and compact setup. And the ambient temperature around me is around 30 degrees centigrade, and it's not overheat. The camera works pretty well, nothing happened, still recording. I'm gonna stop recording at this moment. 67% remaining battery life, and the camera module has fully charged. And considering you can always re-export the FreeFrame in post-production in PureVideo 422 format. So once you want to integrate your content being created by GO3S into professional workflow in the PureVideo codec, FreeFrame is your go-to option. I'm now shooting with 2.7K 50 FPS on the GO3S. The video and audio being captured with the camera. So with 50 frames per second, I get a buttery smooth playback. I'm now uploading every one of my YouTube video in 4K 50. So to maintain a great overall viewing experience, 2.7K 50 is a great option as well. It's a pity that 2.7K at 60 FPS is still not possible. So I suppose that the image sensor has been dramatically improved in hardware spec compared to GO3. But considering now the GO3S being packed with much more powerful image sensor, I suppose image sensor being packed with at least 48 megapixels. So you get a lot of pixels to play around. Even with 2x digital crop, you still have more pixels than 4K. So in the normal video mode, there's a standalone button that you can switch in between the 1x to 2x, the lossless digital zoom. It is an great feature from Ace and the Ace Pro. So coming next, I'm gonna compare the video quality between the 1x and 2x. Let's take a closer look at the side-by-side comparison in between the 1x versus 2x. I zoom in 200% on the 1x. The 2x digital zoom, it's slightly better than that of 1x. But on this scenario, if you zoom in close, you can clearly see that the 2x digital zoom is inevitably better in every perspective. It's sharper, it's cleaner, and it's more detail. So there's plenty of high frequency informations. There is a backlit scenario. I have also be side-by-side comparison. The 2X is better, but not far better than Z1X. Here, take a look at this tall building skyscraper comparison. The 2X is inevitably better than Z1X. To summarize, the 2X is better in some certain scenarios. Considering the GO3S has jam-packed a much more powerful image sensor as well as chipset, the slow motion has been dramatically improved. You're now able to capture up to 2.7K 100 FPS, that is up to 4 times slow motion. When we lower down the resolution to 1080p, you get 200 FPS maximum. So with 4 times slow motion in 2.7K, the imaging quality is really good. As you can see, a lot of detail in the grass. It feels like clear. But when you lower down the resolution to 1080p at 200 FPS, you have to raise ISO and the image looks noisier, but still usable. For the same spec, for the same frame rate, the GO3S deliver much higher quality. But if you want, when we're talking about the maximum frame rate, the GO3S is 2 times more powerful compared with GO3. Use a magnet pendant to mount the GO3S on the top of my chest. It's a hands-free POV mount. And also use an action point as a live preview. In 4K resolution, everything happens in real time. I will use this combo setup to capture some first-person POV shot. And I suppose this is going to be an excellent spot for nightscape shooting because there's a colorful light all around. And here in the action point, I use a GO3 to capture what is being captured at this moment. So I've been walking around with the Insta360 GO3S for quite a while. I'm still waiting for the nightscape. I'm waiting for the light to turn on. Use the GO3S to capture some nightscape photos, nightscape videos as well. I really want to know what on earth is the low light performance for this camera, but at the moment I am really thirsty. And 817哦。817哦。好了。817吗？817啊，打个快打勾。When you place this camera vertically, the ratio will automatically change to 9:16. We put it horizontally, it will be subject to 16/9, so you can fast change in between landscape and portrait shooting, which is very intuitive and user-friendly. This is a time-lapse video being created by the Insta360 GO3S. The time-lapse could be regenerated with speed up the motion blur effect, and the quality is really great. Here is the time-lapse video in daylight. This is another sunset time-lapse, but being captured with interval shooting with JPEG plus RAW. I mean, with RAW capability with interval shooting, you can regenerate with new software as PureShot video, a secret sauce for the GO3S. It's quite dark outside, but still get some detail in the sky, and I suppose after a few minutes the cityscape, the lights going to turn on. But before that, I just want to explore the video quality during blue hour. So the video being captured with GO3 in 4K 30 FPS. In this scenario, I tend to use a field light on the side of my camera, and I try to control the overall video quality by setting manual the exposure with ISO 200 and the shutter speed as 1/32. And the audio will also be captured with the GO3S as well. This is a basic recap. There's some bonus tips in low light video shooting in 4K, because 4K is really a giant step forward. And with the action part of Light PureVideo just like that, the camera so small and compact. So in adapting the GO3S into my everyday life, it looks like a piece of cake. This is my behind-the-scenes combo setup. The tripod is the Ulanzi MT63. Insta360 GO3S, because this tripod has a built-in phone clamp that easily adapts its action port or the camera module itself on the side. And on the other side is a mini tube light. I can easily control the brightness. This RGB tube light also be designed by Ulanzi. It's Ulanzi iLight. You can get this combo set up with a very reasonable price. It's a ball head. You can change the whole setup with only one of your arm. The light has just turned on. I choose ISO 200 1/32 shooting handheld to show you the low light performance on the Insta360 GO3. The video and audio are being captured with GO3, and I have injector flow state stabilization to show you the performance in low light. Whether there are some motion blur, the jitter effect, please leave down in the comments and let me know. Judging from the Light PureVideo, I think the overall quality, the color reproduction is pretty stunning. I just love it. Due to the brand new image sensor inside Insta360 GO3, now capture photo with GO3 has never been so powerful, because now the PureShot is generated straight out from the camera, and shooting photo you still get the chance to turn on 2x lossless digital crop that give you two different digital lens options that dramatically improve the possibilities during photo capture. And with photo capture, it is possible to capture PureShot, JPEG, or JPEG plus RAW. And I can capture in 4/3 that capture more content than shooting in 4K video. So next I'm gonna demonstrate to you the real power of the in-camera PureShot and the astonishing perspective with lossless digital crop in 2x. When you capture low light content with GO3S, I have figured out the magnet pendant is one of the best accessories. When you use a magnet to snap the GO3S on the top of your chest or your breast, you just stand still for less than 1 second. It's long enough for you to capture stunning content. So come next on the show around, and my conclusion is that the person itself is one of the best tripod in the world for GO3S, and that is the reason why the GO3S is actually your everyday content creation camera. That is a brief recap on Insta360 GO3S upon the launch event. I've been creating content with the camera for quite a few weeks, and I do hope in this video you can learn my personal opinion about this camera. And I do hope in the future the engineer could keep working on this camera to bring more future firmware upgrade that to deliver some other features such as a faster data transfer speed. At this moment, the data transfer rate has been reached the maximum speed of 30 megabytes per second. It's not as fast as I expected. And at this moment, the maximum charging speed for the Insta360 GO3 action pod and the camera module is 10 watts. It's great. It's definitely fast charging for such tiny little camera. And I wish Insta360 guys should develop a dive case for this camera, because a lot of travelers enthusiastic they would love to go snorkeling in the period of this year. And I do hope that Insta360 also designed a standalone fast data transfer reader for this camera module to the data faster than ever. And maybe Insta360 or the company FreeFrame should consider to add the black mist filter for this camera, because 4K resolution with black mist filling, they're gonna boost my content creation, and I just love it. For my DJI Pocket 3, I always carry a quad black mist filter with me everywhere I go. So despite the conventional lens guard, some other filter system is welcome for this camera. And I also wish to have more color variations, including black edition, the white edition, or even the black plus white. I mean the black camera plus white action port, or the black action port plus the white camera module. And I wish the more colors could be possible maybe in the future, or the protection cover that to customize your camera to make your camera more stylish, because this is your everyday mighty camera. One more thing to share with you, that a snap-on filtered field light system for the camera is welcome. As you can see, this GO3S is also capable to capture high quality video content even in low light or during blue hour. During that moment, I need to add a field light that light my face while still maintaining a great overall exposure and bring back the detail in the dark blue background. And that is all for this video. In this video, I have shared with you a lot of real-world sample shooting, and I also share with you my personal opinions about the update, some feature requests about this Insta360 GO3S. To wrap up, I think this camera hardware has evolved quite a lot. It's a lot better compared with GO3, and it is that GO3 I've been dreaming about a year ago. You know, with 4K resolution and 2x digital zoom, it's time to take this camera as your everyday content creating camera, with flip screen, magnet pendants, so small, and with a great heat dissipation system. I mean, you can perform long-term recording. I am pretty satisfied with the design and the performance. And I do hope in this video you can learn something about this camera, and talk to you soon. Bye.